All right, good morning, people. Let's max some money, exactly. Speaking of Mac, we're gonna probably be trading it today. It went from $4 to 14. What was the top here? 14.32. So it ran up quite a bit here. It's currently sitting pretty high. VWAP is below the 200. Not necessarily a great sign in my opinion, but we might see this come down for a bounce off the 200 or VWAP. And that could become pretty playable at that point. We'll have to see how it reacts with the retail traders once the market opens. We have NRBO here. It's doing okay. I wouldn't say it's fantastic, but it's doable. $1.40 to a high here of $1.80. So we got a decent range. Currently sitting below the 200, so we want to see a break back above. We've got PTE starting out around 71 cents to a high here of $1.51 or $1.50, $1.16. So it's, again, pretty good range. It's sitting pretty low, but we've seen pretty consistent volume in the pre-market early on. I think we might be able to get that back. Their earnings must have been pretty decent. We've got a VOXR. Not a lot going on here, not a lot of price action. Nothing to really read off of, so we might see this move, might not, kind of hard to tell. We've got ICCM, ran yesterday. Looks pretty good. I think we might be able to play this again today. If it's going to range harder than yesterday, not entirely sure. Pre-market's definitely not looking as good, so we'll have to keep an eye on it. We've got True, kind of the same thing as Voxer here, not a whole lot going on. I looked at a couple other things. I'll be happy to look at them again or look at the new things popping up because the more the merrier. NXRP here, not really looking very good. ASRP, nothing there. I looked at ZERS earlier, didn't really see anything, still don't. We've got ADAPT. Yeah. Yeah, nothing really there. What else? Quad. I looked at Quad, but didn't see much there either. OCUP is a possibility. Yesterday it ran pretty hard, hit that high there, 268. Yeah, you know what? It might do something, but I'm not entirely convinced on that either. I think that's really everything else. We've got AIU we could look at again. Yeah, nothing really there either. So, at the pre-market right now is not looking too great. It could end up looking better. Mac is looking like it's dropping a little bit here. We might be getting a Toro signal for a buy. We'll have to wait and see in a second here. Yeah, looks like it's going pretty green. So at least we've got some buying pressure here. That's definitely a good thing. NRBO, lots of buying pressure there as well. Kayla got some volume last few minutes. Okay. So I kind of want to jump in on NRBO. I'm thinking about 156 in that support area. We're probably going to go for, I would like to hit like 170 off it with a 150, probably 152 stop. So, I mean, wherever, I say 150.22? Yeah, I did. 152 though. So like you're looking for a stop around this area. I mean, ideally, if you could get lower, you probably would be better off, but I honestly don't think you would have had a chance to get in lower. So, you probably got in like 157, 158 if you already jumped in. And it ran all the way up to 167. So you know what? That was actually pretty close to that 170 mark already. We have a good range here. I think that's probably going to come back. I'm still a little iffy on Mac. We did see that Toro signal go green. We are on a current support area here. Body's staying above so far, which is good. Bands are pretty tight. Kind of worries me a little bit, but you never know. So we did see that drop back down to 158 here on NRBO. It is back up to 165. I'm going to go ahead and take some profit on this. Okay. Let's see. Is Max still holding? Max dropping a little bit. PTE not doing anything. Voxer not doing anything. ICCM. It's looking okay. We have the support area. It shouldn't really break down from there, so we'll wait and see what happens with that. True, not doing anything. AUI, not doing anything. We'll look at Kayla again. Kayla's not looking too bad. I think this is probably going to be playable as well. Volume's looking okay. Price action's definitely there. We did hit that 200 on the 1 minute, bounced off pretty nicely. NRBO struggling to get past that 167 area. Max still holding pretty decently here. The range is super tight, so I kind of want to see either a drop or it start to run. Maybe we can get it on the run. Looks like we're hitting the bottom. If it breaks from here, we could probably see it down to the 200. Looks like it's holding. So that drop goes down to 1250. Kind of a risky trade, but I think it, you know what, if this remains bullish, this could be a really good entry. So maybe Mac at 1250. I'm gonna aim for like $15 on it with probably a solid. Can't really afford to give it like a whole dollar or anything. So at 1250, you're probably looking at 1180 for a stop. I mean, I think that's probably the best you could do. Honestly, I don't even know if you need 1180. But I wanted to get a stop below the 200 on the 1 minute. So there's that. Nice run up to 1340, 1350. So let's assume you get in around maybe 1250, 1260, something like that. You're probably going to want to take it $13, which we're already past. The next one's probably going to be 1350. Scale it in 50-cent increments, so $14 after that. So almost hit that 1350 there. We hit 1346. Okay, so Max going pretty good. NRBO's back down, so we did hit that 156 level. Actually dropped down to 155 near the 200. PETEs or PTE's not doing anything. Vox are not doing anything. ICCM's not doing much. Kayla's looking pretty good. We can move that actually up right now. I do like the way Kayla looks. I think it's possible that we take a play on this. Again, probably looking around 640 range. So Kayla, 640. We're probably going to want to bring it up to at least $7 with a we'll give it a 620 stop so we can afford 20 cents here. I don't really like that though. I would much rather get this below $6, but that's going to be really tough right now. I don't think we don't have the room for that, so we're going to have to go with a 620 stop. If we get stopped out, it is what it is. I just can't risk much more than that unless we get a lower entry. If we could get maybe like 640, you could move it down to 610 and that might save you. Oh, we're getting there. Might get 640 for an entry. So if we get anywhere close to 640, you could put a 610 stop. There we go, right there. That's what I was looking for. This one is Kayla. So ideally, you just want to stop below the 200 if you can stretch that far. Even if you have to give it a little bit extra room, honestly, probably not the worst thing in the world. Hey, good morning. Kayla's starting to take off here. So we see this at $7. That was the PT on this, so we can go ahead and take some profits there. Almost 720 now, so I'm just going to say 720-ish. That was a lot quicker than I anticipated that would be, so you know what, we'll take it. I would take most out here. I think we're going to hit a pullback. You could leave a runner, obviously. Runner's never a bad thing. NRBO is still going. MAC is dropping. So he hit the first one. We hit the second PT. Went all the way up to 1360 there. Looks like it's coming down to VWAP, maybe 200. Hopefully it bounces there. Kayla struggling, but holding almost 720 there. Coming back down maybe to VWAP here as well. We got a couple other things we could take a look at too. I'm not quite sure about PTE yet. I know this one's not going to go anywhere, so look at HCAT. I don't like the range. Yeah, I don't like the range on that. OM's kind of the same story. You know what? A good run though. $11.70 to 14, almost $15. Not bad. I don't really like that range though. Got Oser. 470 to 512. Again, okay range. Ramp. Probably nothing going on here, yeah. We got lots of stuff popping up after the pre-market. We got Hootie coming back up. What's Hootie sitting at now? Now we're down to $13, and this is why I didn't want to play yesterday, right? Because I remember we were up here around $18. Actually, we were up here around $18, and I said, well, you know what? I've seen things come back down to $3 after running to 40, so here we are, $13. So it's not looking too hot for Hootie right now. Let's see. Let's see what's going on here. NRBO still bouncing around. MAC dropping to stop, so we will be stopping out on the remainder. Is this still bullish? That is the question. I think we're gonna wait a minute. We're gonna wait a minute on this. I'd like to see this start to curl back up before I took another play on it. We are very overextended downward on that MACD, but you know what? This has gone through quite the run, so I would not be surprised to see this continue its drop. Kayla looks like it's having some struggles breaking that 720 area. Hootie so far is climbing. PT not doing anything. Kayla struggling. NRBO still having a really hard time breaking 167. Where did we take profits on that? I got 165. So you know what? About 173 would not be a terrible place to take some more, but anywhere above that 170 mark. So you could go, yeah, 170. We just hit 168. That's not terrible. It's 3 extra cents if you want to take that, but 169, 170 right there. So let's take some more profit. $170 on NRBO. Took us a little bit of time, but we did get there. Okay, so next one, we're probably aiming 175. Right above that next area. Kayla's still holding. So, you know what? We got around, what did I get? 713 on this. So, you know what? We could probably aim for about 730. I think that seems pretty reasonable for to take a little bit more profit. After that, maybe 750. Max still, it is holding here. That's a bullish candle right there. We're back to green now, so this could be a pretty good turnaround, but I'd still like to see a break above that 200 before I would confirm that. Okay, Kayla still holding. NRBO still pushing. We saw it hit that 175 area, so again, you know what? Good area to take some profits. Kayla, or NRBO, not Kayla. Pushing 175 again. Pushing past it here. That's great. All right. So wherever you got out on that, you're probably looking 185 next. After that, we're probably going to be pretty close out of shares. So we'll hold a runner after that, but I'm not even convinced we're going to hit 185 on this. I think it's time for a pullback. MAC continues its drop. On the 2-minute, we're like halfway to the 200, but on the 5-minute, we could come all the way back down to $7 here. So we're a long ways off on some of that. NRBO holding at 175 currently. Kayla, a drop. If we get down to the 200, I would almost be convinced to buy in here. So keep that in mind. The 200 is looking pretty good for entry. We only have 18 shares left in NRBO. What do I have left in NRBO? Not a lot. Yeah, not a lot. Probably like 100. Yeah, just over 100. That's not it's not too bad though. Yeah, I would honestly at this point would like to see a drop on Kayla because we've already made a decent amount of money. So I'd like to see that come down to the 620 area for a bounce, but I don't know if I'll get that. Weird halts. MH-C and MH-D halted. I have no idea what those are. Yeah, I don't know what those are at all. Doesn't, it's one of those things where the halt scanner doesn't give you a lot of information. The only thing it gives you is the ticker or the symbol, and it's not giving us a company name for it. So, don't know what those are. Same, just about same price though, which is weird as well, and halted like 30 seconds apart. Must be an inverse of something. Kayla reaching up to that 730 area. So again, we can take some profits here. On Kayla, 730-ish. Again, looking for 750 for the next scale out. Okay. NRBO hitting 180 again. We're pushing 180 here. Might be going for that 185. Mac could be turning around here. What are we looking at on the 2-minute? Yeah, we're not close to anything on the 2-minute, but we are still very overextended on that MACD. So I think this could be the turnaround. Hit 740 there. We actually hit 748, almost at 750. Past 750, you know what? I'd like to hit probably close to $8. You don't have to get out at exactly $8 because that's going to be a big psychological barrier, but that's going to be a pretty good place to scale out some. Glasses in the way. Oh no, what did I do? How did I... There we go, fixed it. Kinda. There we go. Taking profits, Kayla, 750-ish. And then, yeah, next one we're looking at is probably closer to $8. Okay, NRBO made the push to 185, so we're going to be taking profits there as well. And we only have a bit left on NRBO now, so if it comes down, that's fine. If it goes up further, we'll probably be looking to cash out at $2 or just before $2. We'll have to wait and see. But I am looking, hopefully we see a decent sized pullback. I'm hoping down to VWAP, but we might stop here at 167. Either one would be great. Mac does look like it's turning around here. We could try a Mac trade. I'm kind of skeptical, but we'll see. So we'll go for like 1180. You might get even lower than that. We're gonna go for, you know, $13 PT. We'll try for, yeah, you know what? We could probably aim for $14 here. We'll pick some PTs along the way there, and then probably just 11. What do we got for a bottom here? We got 1120. So I would, man, that's a big stop though. I'm gonna go with 1140 because I'm not entirely sure how big this pullback is going to be, and if this is the end. But you know, this puts us below the bodies. It gives our stop a little bit of room. I'm just gonna leave it green for a second. So you know, at 1180, you're probably gonna be looking at 1230 to take some profits, and then we'll probably get up to about 1280 after that. And then you know what, we'll probably get up to about 1325 or something before we think about taking a little bit more. That'll probably be good for now. We're almost at that 1230 point. NRBO coming down a little bit. We are seeing Kayla giving it up a little bit. Again, you know what? I think we're going to have to look at getting in at 690 here on Kayla for some more shares. NRBO does look like it's coming down. I'm surprised we hit that 185 to be honest, but we hit it, so we're mostly out. Why is Mac? There we go, fixed it. NRBO is coming down, max the 1180 area, 1170. So anywhere around here is where you'd want to buy in if you didn't already. Kayla pushing a little bit here. Same stuff on scanner. We might have slightly different stuff here. LTH. No, I don't like LTH either. I know we looked at OM before. Just taking another look at it. It's still climbing pretty good. We could probably keep this open. This might be worth playing. Hootie, still dropping. We're going to see this back down to $3. This might even be a great short, to be honest. Ramp, not doing anything still. HCAT. I'm going from 780 to 850. Range is a lot slimmer right now. Bands are really tight. This could be worth watching. So we're going to keep that one open. Kayla pushing back at the 750 here. We're getting some bullish buying pressure. NRBO holding on this first support area, but I want that to break down. We're close to that $12 again on MAC. What's the immediate range here? We're looking 1525 to 1615. That's actually not that bad of a range. It's got a pretty decent range to it. 788 is the pre-market high on Kayla. Yeah, it certainly is. And yeah, I did say short. I think Hootie could be a decent short. And our BO is coming down a little bit here, so we're breaking through that area of support. That's what we wanted to see. I want to break down a little bit further though. MAC crossing $12 here, hitting that high again, 1220. You know what? 1220 is not a terrible place to take profits. We're finding some resistance in that area, so if you think for whatever reason this is going to come back down, 1220 is going to be the area to take something. So we'll just put that alert out. Profit, MAC 1220. Okay. Kayla down. I'd like to see this back down to the 695 area. Maybe even lower, but we don't have too much in terms of support. We actually might have some like right here now. I want that lower. I'm not buying in that high. NRBO running. We might see $2 here. That would be pretty nuts, but it's a possibility. We just saw that push to almost 190. Max still struggling around here. HCAT not doing much. OM not really doing anything either. I think we're not missing much, so I think we're good for now. Kayla, you know what? Kayla would be really great to get down to 690. I really want that down a little bit more. In fact, I'd really like that down to like 670, not even 690. NRBO still holding. You know what? I think this could push higher. I think it might even push higher. Yeah, nothing's giving us good re-entry levels yet. I want NRBO down. I want Kayla down. Mac kind of gave it to us, but this is the one I was kind of iffy on. Like, I'm not really sure if this is the end of the pullback. Like, we have so far down we could end up, right? So this one's the iffy one. I'd like NRBO and Kayla to drop. HCAT's not really ranging anywhere. OM's not really going anywhere right now either. We're not really popping up with much else. NRBO stealing all the momentum alerts right now. This could be some sort of a double top here, maybe. Or it could be building a head and shoulders. That's also a possibility. Kayla's still holding. It's right on that 9 EMA, still very bullish. I would like to get some more shares. I don't have a ton left, which is kind of worrying me because I feel like this might run up to $8 and then continue, and I'm not going to have any shares left after $8. Unless this runs up right past $8 and maybe hold a little longer, but even then, I'd rather have a fresh entry here. NRBO, yeah, still holding. These things have to start coming down a little bit. Sounds like a good problem to have, though. Kayla down, 712. Still want that lower, still need about 690 at least. Looks like it's consolidating pretty heavily here, though. Not necessarily in the good way. I think Mac's doing okay so far. We're definitely seeing resistance at 1220, though. We're not seeing that 1230 push very, very much here. Um, 5-minute candles aren't looking too bad. You know what? I kind of like this on the 5-minute, to be honest. I'm not too worried about it. I think NRBO on the 5-minute definitely has a pullback coming, at least down to the 169 area. So I'm happy to wait for that. Kayla also kind of looks like it needs a further pullback, at least down to 690, like we were talking about. So I'm good with waiting on these. I'll sit on my hands for a little bit and just hold the remaining shares I have and kind of hope that it comes down. Mac took a little bit of a drop there, but we did push to 1230 there, so maybe you took profits around 1230. But we also hit some good resistance right there as well. NRBO getting ready to go again. Don't see too many buy orders stacking, but won't take long. What else we got going on? Okay. Yeah, Mac not looking too bad actually. I kind of like how bullish this candle's turning out. Holy crap, man. Some of these things just need to come down at least a little bit. Give us a half decent entry. Or maybe something new could pop up too. That could be, something that's not terrible. Could try PLG, I guess. Mm, like maybe before it was okay. 185 all the way up to 1. Yeah, the range isn't great on that either. I don't like the range on that at all. It's going to be a waste of time. OM going from 1530 to 16. Yeah, it's got an okay range. It's not bad. I'm kind of rooting for Kayla to hit 8 and NRBO to hit 2, but at the same time, still would very much like to pull back on these. And I think Kayla's actually going to do that. Bottom band's coming up pretty tight. NRBO, still a little iffy on, but it's kind of got the same thing going on. So I think there's a good chance both of these push to the respective PTs we have set. And then hopefully hit a massive knife so we can buy in cheap again. Yeah, we're seeing some resistance at 1230 now. This could be a slow rolling stock from here on out. We could see we might not get stopped out on this anytime soon, but it could be a while before we see even 1330 out of this. So I guess be prepared for that. NRBO still holding, and Kayla, yeah, you know what? It did make that push higher. It did hit 764, drop back down. Just waiting for 690 here. You know what? Even $7 right now is looking good. We're getting a drop, 710. This might be our opportunity right here. 709. Kayla, 710-ish. 7. I don't know. We'll go for $8 for a PT on it, and then a 6. What are we looking at for a stop here? 690, maybe 685. Go 685. I'm okay with jumping a little bit higher because I honestly wasn't expecting a dip like that. So you know what? All power to it. If we can get like even 705 or something, that would be fantastic. And RBO did give us a dip too. I missed this one, unfortunately. It might not be done though. It could come lower. I'm still hoping for about 170 out of it, but 175 is not looking too bad either. Anybody else got any tickers going on that I don't know about? Would be great to have some more options that look half decent. Yeah, it looks like we got all the ones on the scanner anyway. Kayla already watching Sober. It's disappointing you? Uh-oh. Let's take a look at Sober, even if it's just for shits and giggles here. Yeah, it's really not doing a whole lot. That's too bad. Were you long in it? NVTA. You know what? NVTA's got quite the volume and price action here, going from 245 to $3 at the top. It's got an okay range. I wouldn't say it's fantastic because if you held all day, you'd be making 50 cents off this, which is decent. But you know what? It's better than half the stuff we have going on here. So on that front, this isn't looking too bad. I think this maybe could be something playable. I would like to see. I don't know what I would like to see out of this, to be honest, because it's holding a nice trend right now. So technically speaking, you just want to buy it on this trend area. So like anywhere on this line, right? So you'd probably be looking at 290 for an entry. Um, but I would ideally like to see it come back down to like around here. Yeah, about that 280 level. Kayla's still holding on. NRBO's back up. Damn, we should have bought it 175. I wish I saw that. No position yet. Short-term swing. Missed the pre-market run. Yeah. Well, at least if it's a swing, there's still potential for it to go back up. NRBO's getting a lot of sell signals here, but it's really not working. It still wants to push higher. Still lots of buyers coming in. I'm happy we got our entry here on Kayla. So I mean, we guess we could look at moving these lines. You know, if we got in at about 710, you're probably going to be looking 740 for your first PT. Maybe 760, that's not too bad. Or you could move it up to 770 and then have an $8 PT because ultimately we want to hit $8. So this looks about right anyway. NRBO, I want to get this at 175, but those bands are coming in pretty tight and it's looking very unlikely unless we see a big drop here. Max still struggling. It does look like it's heading back down a little bit. We could get stopped out on the remainder, but we'll see. And remember, we were iffy about this one, right? So we took out a majority of it at the first PT here, just to be safe. NVTA, yeah, you know what? It's still kind of holding trend. It's kind of going flat though, which is it's done this before, so you know what? This could be just another consolidation for a higher run. Me wanting to get in at 7 or 280 here is probably a little unrealistic. 1230, we're seeing a nice run on Mac. Back up to the PT here. You're gonna short it back to $4. It's probably gonna go there, honestly, but might take all day to get there. I might be done with Mac after this trade, to be honest. It's just moving too slow. The price range is too high. Volatility is not enough to make it really worth it. So we'll see. Kayla's looking okay here. It's trying to make a push. NRBO, come on, just drop a little bit more. Just hit that 175 area. We'll call it a day. News was promising to offer a 200% run. Yeah, you know what? I'm not even gonna lie, I didn't even look at the news for this one. I probably should have though, so let's go. Marketwatch.com. Cancer news. You know what? I really thought this was a truck company. Even though it says it right here, pharmaceuticals, I was just looking at back and assumed trucks. Demonstrated statistically significant improvement in overall survival in previous untreated metastatic pancreatic ductal. Not gonna try that last word. I'm gonna try it. Adenocarcinoma. Okay, that actually wasn't that hard once I actually read the word. It was just a really long word, and my brain just decided to give up on me there for a second. So, yeah, okay. Sounds like good news. 200% run, though, I agree. That's a pretty big run. HKD. HKD gets brought up like every day. We can take a look at it. I'm always curious to see what HKD's at because it's at $17 now. That's funny. Because just like not long ago, HKD was literally, yeah, way higher. So another good example, right? We saw Hootie go from a couple bucks to you know, couple $100, and now we saw HKD go from a couple bucks all the way up to 2,500. These pumps are insane. You get a lot of this stuff in a bull market. Bear market, you get them occasionally. Bull market, it's like pretty much every week you're finding something run up 100, 200, 300, 500, 1,000% over the course of a couple days. Um, but yeah, not lately. China pumps, yeah. Mac back down. We've got NRBO, slight dip. We're getting there. 177, this could be an okay place to buy in. We're just dipping negative on that MACD though, so we might actually see more of a drop than we were anticipating here. We're still struggling to hit that even 740 PT on Kayla. I mean, we're hitting that low in the market. We just hit that half an hour, so you're starting to see that a little bit. OM not doing anything. NVTA still climbing. You know, it's doing its thing. At this rate, you're probably looking to get in 294. I honestly think we have to take an NVTA play. Not that I think it's going to be super great for profits. I think it's going to be okay for profits if we make it work, but we're only at like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 plays for the day. Mac, yeah, Mac drop bottom band here. So at this time, I'm assuming we're safe, but we'll see. NVTA. I'd like 290 flat, but I think 295 is going to be where we're going to get at. We're probably going to go for, you know, 320 with a 285 stop. We'll give it 286. That'll be pretty reasonable, I think. 286. We can get rid of these lines because these don't really matter. We're pumping already. We're at $3. Nice. Okay. And BTA looking good. Kayla breaking down to the $7 mark, so we're just stopping out on Kayla here. Rather unfortunate, but you know what? We were seeing quite a bit of weakness here, so we should have seen that coming. Volume's a lot lower right now, so we'll just leave it be for a second. NRBO, you know, it hit 170, it hit the 176 area, started bouncing, so we can go ahead and get NRBO. We'll say 175, but you know where to get in, or around where to get in. We're gonna try for $2 on it. And then we're gonna go for a 170. I'm gonna go 170 flat on it for a stop. Ideally 169, 168 would be better, but I don't think we're gonna get that. That's too far. Wow, and just like that, back up. So you know what? I'm gonna call stop on Kayla, and then I'm just gonna jump back in on Kayla as well. So we're gonna go for like a $7 flat entry if we can. I would ultimately I want to hit the same PT, so we're gonna go $8 on it with a 7 or 680 stop out. We're gonna give it like a couple extra cents. I don't think it's gonna matter in the long run, but we're already past the 740 mark. Hopefully you managed to jump in on that quickly. I'm going to have to move that stop up either way because I got in late, but I am taking profit here at 740. I'd like to alert it, but I need to take those profits quickly here, and I'm not pressing the right buttons for some reason. There we go. Taking profits. Kayla, 745-ish. I hate when things do that, when they stop you out and then immediately run right after. NRBO is doing pretty good here. We're at 184, 185. Could take some profit here if we wanted to. I think it's not a bad idea. Taking some profit, NRBO 185-ish. I'm like struggling all over the place here. NVTA is getting ready to take profits on that as well. We haven't even like decided the areas here, but those areas are being decided right now. Okay, so NVTA is next. We saw this at 303. So where did I get it on NVTA? 294, 295. So We're looking at probably taking, man, 305 is going to be the soonest I can take profits on this. Could happen pretty quick here, but we're looking at 305. And then we kind of want at least another 10 cents, so 315 after that. NRBO is looking good here, almost pushing to 190. 190 is another good place to take some off the table. And then, you can take some more at 195 and then $2 if you want. Kayla holding at the 740 area. Same levels. We're playing the same levels here, so that's all good. We've got this figured out. HKD, we're not going to play HKD because we know that can go back down to a couple bucks here. I'd rather actually have Booty up and, laughing at this back down to $10 now instead of starting today at 13 or 14 and yesterday at like 20. So we'll just keep an eye on that as well. HCAT's not doing anything. So it looks like we've still got the right things going, which is good. We've got a couple other things we could take a look at. Airy. Don't like that price range, that's for sure. MHLD. No, I don't really like that either. TH. We haven't even looked at TH today, but no, that's why. AIU still on that list. Still not really doing anything. Definitely cannot play a dollar stock with a 4-cent spread. Yeah, I'm good without that. Okay, Kayla down a little bit here. NRBO almost pushed to 190 area. Seeing some resistance. Mac is still doing okay. We might break positive here. We just need to break positive and see some good volume push, and we could see $13 pretty fast. So fingers crossed for that. NRBO still struggling. We got Kayla. It's doing its thing, kind of. Hootie. Hootie's looking like it's probably bottoming out here for right now, but again, can't really trust any of those levels on that stock. We're so close. We hit so close to 305. Veru pending news. You know what? I was really considering swinging Veru yesterday, and I didn't, and I'm probably regretting that right now. Definitely a stop raid, yep. It's usually what happens if you see a dip below. There's two things. It could be a stop raid, or it could be institutions picking more shares up when it drops below the VWAP line. And VTA looking like it's pushing again. There goes Kayla, 760, getting close to that 770 area. NRBO, nice push there, 193. So again, that was a place to take some profits. Anywhere around there is good. Come on, Kayla, make that push. 770, let's go. NVTA 305. Come on. There we go. We saw the pump, 777. Big drop afterwards, so hopefully you managed to secure a little bit there. Big drop all the way back down to VWAP. This could be another buy-in opportunity. Do we do it? I think I'm gonna do it. Could be a bad call here, but $7. Go for $8 again with a 680 stop. I actually forgot to move my stop up last time, but you know what? That's fine. I only have to move it up a little bit this time. Could have been bad. It could have gotten stopped out with a abnormally large stop there. Probably would have been a little over 5%, which is not really what we're aiming for. But not bad. We're doing okay here. Spread's kind of not great on this, but it's also not really worth worrying about too much at 5 cents. NRBO is doing okay. We've got NVTA. Damn, it dropped. It didn't hit that 305 area. It's really struggling to hit 305. We actually hit 780 there. I could have definitely secured a little bit more, but that was not really in the books for me. Mac looking good, crossing that 1230 area. So you know what? If you don't have a lot secured on Mac yet, I would definitely think about securing at least half. Right after you sold Kayla. Hims? Let's take a look at Hims. We've got 540 to $6. The range is too slim on this one. I'm not really a fan of that. Price action looks a little bit spaced out to me. Volume's not bad. At least it's consistent. I think I'm gonna hold off on that one for now. Kayla was 19 bucks last month. Yeah, so there's gonna be lots of bag holders. So that could be another reason we're seeing these big drops, right? People are holding bags, and the second they see a new high or something they think is gonna be the top, they're gonna sell. Yeah, max pushing $13 here. We're hitting that next PT 1280. Getting a little excited. Didn't think this was gonna happen on this. Profit back 1280-ish. How close do we get to 13 bucks there? 1294. Not bad, not bad. Could still push to 13. It looks like we've picked up that momentum we were looking for, so. Kayla, you gotta start moving up now. Same with you, NRBO. I mean, we secured quite a bit on NRBO already, but I'd still like to hit that $2 mark. NVTA struggling still. Hims breaking down. Yeah, I think we're good with what we got so far. Yeah, Hootie looking like it bottomed out there on 1060. Kayla still holding, NRBO still holding, a Mac pushed a little bit higher there, just touched $13. Really was not expecting that out of Mac. Okay. Any action is good action right now. Let's just see something move. Preferably NVTA and Kayla, because we still need to secure something on those, but I'll take some more Mac or some more NRBO. Not too picky. This looks like it's going to head back down. We got lots of wicks, so I'm not sure if we'll push any higher. It did hold that 1080 area pretty well. Yeah, the body's there stopping at about 1070. Got a lot of resistance in this area, so I'm assuming this could be a tough place for it to break through. Kayla making a slight push here back up to that 740. So getting close to PT there. You can secure some anywhere close to 740. Remember what happened last time? We almost got, I think we did get stopped out. Yeah, we took a stop out on Kayla without securing some when it came pretty close. So you know what? I'm good with saying we're securing some now. Max still holding so far. Looks like a reversal candle should become, or should be heading down at this point. No, we're still getting some bullish pressure here, so you never know. This could just continue on up. NVTA still holding. Kayla with the drop. Yeah, Max still holding. Still holding that 1280 area. This could actually end up pushing to that 1325 or higher. I'd be very curious to see if we can break 1360 this time, but NRBO looking like it's breaking down a little bit more here. I'm hoping we probably see a VWAP bounce or a bounce off this 174 support area. We might see it here. We will see if it pushes. NRBO, nasty red candle there, almost down to the 200. This could be another good opportunity for a play. What do we have for trades? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We got room for one more. Are we taking our chance on NRBO? I think I'm going to, because I'm not really seeing much else I like right now. So yeah, 165 on NRBO is looking good. Still think $2 is where we're gonna hit. And then a 160 stop. 5 cents is quite a bit, but that puts us below that 200 by quite a little bit there. So that's what we're kind of aiming for. So if you didn't get in quite at 165, 166, if you're getting in around 170, you're probably looking at a 165 stop, which isn't the worst. You still have a support line above you, which is good. But it's not the best. Could be a little bit iffy of a trade at that point. So that's up to you guys whether you think that's worth the risk. Hootie making its move. Kayla, you know what? Kayla's holding really well here, and I like that. I would like to see another good push. I want to see $8 in NRBO. I need to see this up to, you know, $2 today. We're at 174. That's not too bad. I mean, at 174, you could take some profits. There is going to be resistance there, so it's not a bad idea, actually. Some NRBO. Okay, 177. I guess we're making the push. Or 179, 182. Okay, take some more. Taking some more. 182. That was fast. I'm really happy with that recovery so far. So since we took some 182, we're probably looking at, like, realistically, 186 is a good place to take some more. I know it's not a lot more, but you're hitting the high on these bodies, which could be a resistance. And then, you know, maybe you're looking at a $1.92, so you're not really stretching to break that high. We've already hit this, so and then we can have that at $2. So that's what we're looking at for that. Kayla's still looking okay. The volumes are really low now, which kind of worries me. It's a good thing we took profits earlier because that spread's starting to get a little bit bigger. Mac's still holding. This is definitely a good thing. I do think this probably could do a pullback, but hasn't really done it yet. Kayla doesn't look like it's ready for a pullback. To me, this looks like it's ready to run. We just need some volume picking up here, and we're not getting that yet. NRBO still looking okay in my mind here. That drop was really nice. It dropped right down to the 5-minute 200, so not bad there. And VTA is going to be stopping us out with no profit, unfortunately. I mean, like, you could have walked away with profit on that. I was being extremely particular. It hit, like, what, 303? It was 2 cents difference from where I thought I should take profit, so that's just kind of my bad on that, I guess. I could have taken it a little bit sooner and we would have been fine on that, but hopefully you took some. NRBO still looking okay. Nothing new on the scanner, I take it? No. Oh, there's RCRT. It's light green right now, which is not the best, but sometimes you find something. No, we do not. Okay, let's see Kayla run, and NRBO needs another good run here. Mac's still holding, surprisingly. I'm surprised we squeaked out our 10 trades again today. I like when that happens. Seems like almost just second nature to take 10 trades at this point. I always count when I'm at like 9. I should pay a little bit more close attention to that though. Kayla is in fact moving back down to VWAP right now. Not exactly what we want to see. NRBO not really doing a whole lot, also close to VWAP. So we'll have to see about that as well. Let's see. Kayla, yeah, it's doing okay. NVTA, it's gonna go back up. You know what? And it's gonna hit 315, and I'm gonna be a little salty about the stop out. The 2 minutes a lot clearer to read. Hard to read on the 1 minute. Let's take a look. Yeah, you could definitely see quite a bit of the price action here on the 2 minute. Definitely doesn't look too bad. Yeah, it does. It cuts out a lot of the noise on these candles that don't really mean anything, that's for sure. So did Dr. Oz actually become the governor of something? I kind of missed that conversation yesterday. I was kind of here for it, kind of not. I really hope not. I feel like that's just a really weird decision. Let's see here. Yeah, we're not seeing a lot of price action right now. We're not seeing a lot of anything really. We're below that VWAP line, which kind of worries me a little bit, but we got a good entry. We got some good profit on it already. So, I mean, it coming down isn't necessarily the worst thing in the world. We could see this making another bounce off the 5 minute 200. Yeah, not a whole lot left going on. Senate. He lost. Okay, that's good. Well, I don't know. Maybe some people wanted him in, but I feel like whenever you get to like those TV stars or whatever and you start putting them in like positions of power, it's just weird to me. It's just weird. Like Arnold Schwarzenegger, like why? Kanye for president? Don't get it. Like Trump? Yeah, does make complete sense. Trump at least had like a business background. Kanye has, I really don't know what Kanye has to be honest. Rapping, I know he raps. He has done some TV stuff. I don't really know how that works with being a political position or not, but stuff like that doesn't make much sense to me. I'm glad he never actually made it in. I think he isn't he still trying? Kanye? Oh yeah. Yeah, he's something. Yeah, for sure, man. Take care. He says no. Yeah. Mac isn't doing a whole lot. Yeah, we're basically out of time, so we'll just go through the money board today. We'll see where we're at. Dollars today, so right where we want to be. 3.3% of the portfolio. We're looking for at least 2%. 87% win rate. Again, oh, we took two losses today. Did we actually? Oh, we did. Oh yeah, I forgot. And NVTA. That one like stopped out pretty recently. Oh, that sucks. That brings down our win rate a little bit, but that's okay. You know what? We did okay. We did slightly better than yesterday. I kind of was hoping to see a little bit more out of it, but I'll take what I can get at this point. This doesn't look too bad, so I'm glad the market's at least okay right now. Hopefully you guys made some money. Mac looks like it's on its way down. NRBO looks like it's on its way back up. Who knows what's going on with Kayla? Volume's still low. Those are the three that I'd be looking to play. The rest of these don't really look great. I mean, you know what? NVTA, it has the volume, but it doesn't have the conviction and the price action here, so I'm not really convinced on this one yet. OM did look good. The range was okay on it, but it's really not going anywhere anymore. HCAT, nothing going on there. Hootie, maybe for a short back down to $2. Yeah, OM's not looking good, and VTA's not looking good. Yeah, I'd focus on Mac and RBO and Kayla for right now. There might be something running in the afternoon, Veru like Necro said, or I think that was Necro. Um, that might be something to play in the afternoon if the news is good. But besides that, yeah, I think we're gonna call it a day. So have a good day, guys. Hope you made some money, and I will see you again tomorrow. Take care, guys.